My name is William Mensah, an investment consultant and a financial planner. So we talked about financial planning and budgeting for the family. First of all, it's very critical for every family to be able to have a financial plan. Where are we today? Where do we want to be in the future? What are the things that are important to us as a family? Are we concerned about having a home in the future? Are we concerned about where our children will be educated in the future? Are we concerned about having family vacations, medical care in the future? All these things are needs that are important to every family. You need to be able to plan to meet these financial needs. The reason why financial planning is critical is because if you do not plan towards what you want to achieve in the future, then you are leaving it to chance. It may or may not happen. And it is not prudent to live your life allowing circumstances of life to determine what is going to happen to you in the future. It is better to have a plan towards everything you want to achieve and realize that you do not have the financial resources to meet it than not to have a plan at all. Because once you have planned and you know how much you need to have available to meet all the needs that you have in the future, then you start asking yourself the critical questions. What do I do now? How do I increase my income sources? Is there something else that I can do? Can I take up a part-time job? Can I run a small business on the side to give me extra revenue to be able to invest towards the things that I need to plan for in the future? But in doing financial planning for the family, you must always have a contingency fund, because without a contingency fund, it becomes difficult for you to meet the things that you have planned towards. Because if anything should happen, you will end up falling on the resources that you have earmarked towards other things in order to meet the emergency that has come befalling you. So you have to have a contingency fund as part of everything that you are planning towards. Now let's zero in a little bit on planning towards medical healthcare for the family. The difficulty with planning towards healthcare for the family is that it is almost impossible to know how much you need to provide for in the future. Unlike things like education, where you know how much it's going to cost you to take your children to school, depending on what school you want to take them to, it is difficult to know what medical bills I would have in the future. So to help deal with this uncertainty, you have to sign up to any of these private health insurance schemes, which is a pool. So you put in a fixed amount of money every month. There are certain months that you will not draw upon it at all. But you also have to be careful that you do not over-insure. What I mean by that is that don't go for the top of the range package that has all the bells and whistles that you may never use, and yet you are paying top dollar to be able to access that. It's better to have a more moderate package and then put the excess money, even if you have it, into a contingency fund. So should it happen that you need to draw on that, you can fall on your contingency fund to do that.
Loving life every single day. I got that sunlight on my face.